Let's start right now. Kind of what's been your overall assessment? You played now getting these NBA teams. What's kind of been your assessment of how that starting group has looked? Obviously with Eve and these first two against the NBA guys.
With just Eve, or are you saying in general?
Just in general, kind of both. I
guess. Yeah. Really talented group we have. I feel like with the more reps, the more games we play, the more comfortable we are. Even from the first game we played in Australia to playing our second preseason game against NBA teams, I feel like our chemistry feels a lot smoother. We're starting to figure out where guys are going to be, what their tendencies are. We're starting to just get comfortable with playing with so many different personalities and guys who are good enough to create for their own. So it's just a matter about meshing at this point, and I think we're in a really good situation right now as the games continue to come along.
Especially kind of going off that chemistry thing, how do you feel that chemistry is building between you and Trey and you and Z, and just kind of the three of you guys out there looking to score?
Me and Z have two completely different games which complement each other. I think we've seen a little bit of that with our time on the floor. He's so dominant on the inside of the paint, and I use my speed and quickness and shooting ability to kind of occupy the perimeter. So there will be a lot of games and a lot of nights where we just kind of just take turns in terms of playmaking, being aggressive, scoring the ball for our team. And it helps when you got guys out there like Trey who can also space the floor, who can get out in transition, who are athletic, who makes it tough for defenses. And even having a guy like Herb, who is basically like our Swiss Army knife. You can have him bring it up, you can have him play off the ball, he's going to guard, he's going to knock down shots. A very, 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 very improved shooter, which is huge for us because it gets a space of floor, you can't leave him. So it feels really comfortable, and I think it's honestly just a matter of time. But like I said, with the more reps, more games we have, everything will start to fall in place.
I guess the more to you and Z, what has it been like for these 4 games compared to what you saw? You watch film, you know his game from playing against him. What has it been like just being on the floor with him, kind of learning, through that learning process?
Pretty natural. I think he'd also say the same. There hasn't been any moments where we feel like we've run into each other or run on top of each other. But that's just because our games complement each other. He creates, or he brings so much gravity in the paint on the post-up when he drives, and I have so much gravity on the perimeter that my guy isn't helping. So I'm telling him, if you drive my lane, you're not going to have to worry about a guy helping in the gap because the game plan for them is to not leave me as a shooter. So we're just trying to get more comfortable with that. And then as we start to catch more flow, we get more creative, start running into a lot more different actions, whether it's ball screens, whether it's inverted ball screens, whether it's 3-man action, me, him, Trey, 3-man action, me, Herb, Trey, or even throwing Loon in the mix. It's so much that we can do with this team because we have so many guys who can make plays and just play the right way that it's just honestly just really just a matter of time. I think we feel really good right now, and you saw, even though we got out to a slow start, we can turn it on pretty quickly. We can make shots, we get stops, and then after we put the pieces together, it'll be pretty tough for other teams.